What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a very interesting, very exciting Liverpool transfer news video, and we will talk about a lot of different things. Basically, Philippe Coutinho rejected the loan offer that Tottenham proposed to him, even though Barcelona were willing to let Coutinho go on loan to Tottenham or any other Premier League club. And according to the newspapers, Coutinho rejected that loan there because he still has Liverpool in his heart and he is waiting for Liverpool to jump in on transfer deadline day, which is today, and take him out on loan. So please, Jurgen Klopp, just go in for him. But we will explore all the possibilities that could happen and why not Jurgen Klopp will go or won't go for Philippe Coutinho. And also we will hear from Jurgen Klopp himself on the Liverpool transfers and also what he says about the whole transfer window of Liverpool and the future. So lots of exciting stuff in this video. So if you are enjoying this, leave a like. It just takes a second and it really helps me out. And if you are new to my channel, subscribe, turn on the bell notification so you never miss the latest Liverpool transfer news videos. And also later I will have the brand new FIFA 20 career mode new features video uploaded to my channel. Very excited about that, and the Liverpool career mode is coming back too. So first, Sky Sports News are reporting that Philippe Coutinho has rejected a loan move to Tottenham, making a return to Liverpool actually a more likely scenario, because both Barcelona and Coutinho, of course, would prefer a permanent deal, but it is unlikely that any Premier League team will offer 80 million or 100 million pounds for Philippe Coutinho, and Liverpool will definitely not offer a permanent deal for Coutinho, because Jurgen Klopp himself has ruled out a permanent deal. So that leaves the door open for a loan move. It's a very expensive loan deal, because will Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool spend 20 million pounds plus like 250,000 pounds per week just for Coutinho to play for Liverpool for one season, and basically at the end of the season he goes back to Barcelona, so Liverpool don't get anything apart from Coutinho playing for Liverpool for 1 year for how much money? 20 million pounds is the loan fee, plus 1 million pounds per month. That's like for the full season, which is like 10-11 months. That's another 10-11 million pounds for basically. So basically Liverpool have to spend about 30 million pounds just to have Coutinho for one season at Liverpool. So it's a very difficult deal to pull through, because I'm not sure if Jurgen Klopp wants to get Coutinho back. The way Coutinho left Liverpool left a very sour taste in the mouth of Jurgen Klopp, of the whole squad, and also of the whole Liverpool fan base. And I'm one of the fans that I was livid with the way that Coutinho conducted himself in the last maybe the last month of his time at Liverpool. I mean, he really wanted to leave in the summer, and then Liverpool said, you know, you're not leaving. Then he had the best 6 months of his whole Liverpool career, scoring like 12 goals and getting another like 7 or 8 assists. He was on fire in that 6 months. And then Barcelona came back in for him in January, and Coutinho had a back injury, which we really don't know if that was a legitimate back injury or if he faked the injury to force through a move to Barcelona. Only Jurgen Klopp behind the scenes knows about that. And I actually want to read Jurgen Klopp's comments about the whole transfer window, because I think this is very, very interesting. He had an interview with Sky Sports, and Jurgen Klopp explained a quiet transfer window for Liverpool with these exact words, and I quote him: "You should never do transfers because other clubs are doing transfers. That makes no sense. It's not about that. But if you sit back for a second and have a look at the squad, do we need more players? People will say, yes, we need a substitute for Sadio Mane, we need a substitute for Mohamed Salah, whatever. But those players are here. So do you get a one-for-one replacement? a big signing. People think that players from other clubs, from other countries, are better than the players we have here, but without really having the proof, because those players haven't played here or whatever else. It's just that what is new is seen as more exciting. It's like with a new car. Your old car is completely reliable, but you want a new one, and 2 weeks later it breaks down. It looks better, but obviously it's not that good. And my counter argument, not that I'm somebody who should argue with Jurgen Klopp, but my counter argument to this is, look at Manchester City. They have Riyad Mahrez and Gabriel Jesus and sometimes even Leroy Sané on the bench when Bernardo Silva, Aguero and Raheem Sterling starts. They have 3 world-class players sitting on the bench. And if any of their starters get injured or get tired, they can substitute them like for like. Is that the case for Liverpool? No. Don't tell me that Shaqiri, Ryan Brewster or Divock Origi are as good as Salah, Firmino or Mane. Nowhere near as good. They are good players, don't get me wrong. I love all of them. And Brewster has loads of potential. I have very high hopes for him. But look at Man City. Leroy Sané just suffered an ACL tear of some kind or ACL injury, and they are still waiting for the full extent of the injury. But Leroy Sané could miss 6 months to maybe even the full season. And Man City won't bet an eyelid because they have Mahrez, they have Gabriel Jesus come in to their side, so they are basically replacing Sané with Mahrez, and they won't lose any quality. If any of Liverpool's front 3 players suffer injury, that's our title hopes gone in an instant, and most likely our Champions League hopes as well. And we will just fight it out with the other teams to finish in the top 4. That's why I really wanted Liverpool to sign somebody like Nicolas Pepe or even Nabil Fekir or somebody, just so we have a little bit more quality on the bench that can come in if injuries or tiredness or anything happens. God forbid. I really hope it won't happen that Liverpool suffer serious injury to any of our front 3 players. But if that's the case, our season will just get much more difficult. And during the season, we won't be able to rectify it. We won't be able to sign any players until the January transfer window opens. And if we suffer an injury in September, then we will be screwed. And Jurgen Klopp continued, when I said we have to pay bills, that's normal. I know people took that as criticism for other clubs, but it was not the intention. I was just explaining our situation. Sorry, but we do have to pay bills, and that's all good. We invested in the team last season. We have the team now. Let's work with the team and see what we do with it later. New players are never the only solution, and making this team stronger, this starting lineup, that's really difficult and very expensive, and we don't have that money. That's how it is. You cannot go out with 150 million or 200 million and just say, yes, that's the guy we need and he can make us better. But also, that would be if one of the others cannot play. These players you can't really get because they ask, when will I play? And I have to tell them when that player is ill or when that player leaves, and it makes it even more difficult to sign these players. It's the price you pay for success and for having a good team, but it's also why I settle down and watch and work and improve, because we have to. And then find the solutions in the moments when you need them. And he said this, look, when you play Man City in the Community Shield or in any other game, you can be in your best shape, in your best moment of the season, and you still struggle. We are obviously not in our best moment. We had a couple of difficult games for different reasons in pre-season, so we didn't know how it would go. But I thought the second half was really good. We had to work so hard, but that's good for us because we realized we can work hard. That's one of the problems with pre-season. You feel the intensity much more and you think, oh freaking hell, you are playing City but you don't fight as much as usual. You accept it more. But we were sitting there at halftime and we realized, the lads themselves realized too, that we were not exhausted, not completely done. So we could give it a go. I thought it was really good because both sides were going to the limit physically. We produced chances, we were unlucky not to score more. If there was just another inch on that Salah chance, it would have been different. We probably would have won the game. My respect is too big, Klopp continued, that I would take one game as an example for how it's going to be this season. We were not at 100%, City were not at 100%, that's how it is, but I saw a lot of quality things on the City side again. I have to say I really liked the way the Man City set piece routine went before Raheem Sterling's opening goal. It's so difficult to defend against them because they use the space so smartly, and then obviously they adapt a bit to us when they play us. They played quite a high number of long balls in behind, which were difficult to defend, but if you have a goalie who can kick it that long, why not do it? It gives us a question to answer for the next game. Our experience helps these players. We will try to keep them out of the public eye as they make themselves ready for the moment they make the step into the Premier League, but it's really nice seeing these boys in training because the excitement and freshness they are showing is really unbelievable. It keeps you young. James Milner could be the father of Harvey Elliott, so it's unbelievable. It's really enjoyable. It's not just the young players waiting in the wings either. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Adam Lallana are fit again, Naby Keita has a season of adaptation behind him. People forget that. It means whoever wants to start has to be at his top level. We have proper competition and that's exactly what you need. Motivation will not be an issue. And Jurgen Klopp also pointed out that Liverpool's improvement last season wasn't just down to the new signings. They refined their tactical approach. They switching the emphasis from counter-attacking, pressing to control, and basically they just calmed down their gung-ho instincts to become a more complete proposition. And Klopp now expects that evolution to continue. And Jurgen Klopp said this: we have to evolve because the situation around us is always changing. You cannot go to another club and just do what you want to do without thinking for a second about what they do. Your tactics can influence your opponent's game, and that means their tactics can influence your game. We had to improve last season and we did. That was very, very important. Staying patient in stressful moments, staying convinced about what we are doing and all that stuff. There are a lot of things we can still improve on. But first and foremost, we need to reach that level again. That's not guaranteed. You can't just switch on and say you will do it. And Jurgen Klopp said there are 6 title contenders for the Premier League. Everton, for example, have tried to stay very ambitious. They have done a lot, and I think there are still maybe a couple of players to come in. They had a good team last year and they have improved with very interesting signings. I don't know where people get the idea that Arsenal will not challenge, that Chelsea will not challenge, with Frank Lampard bringing complete excitement to the club. Okay, they cannot be really busy in the transfer window, but after years when all the young boys were on loan, now they finally bring them back and get the benefit of that. It's like it's made for a transfer ban. Now Tammy Abraham and all these other guys come back and it's a fantastic team. Liverpool won't have to wait long until they can test themselves against Arsenal and Chelsea, because we both play them in the first 6 weeks of the season. We play Chelsea just a week from now in the in the European Super Cup final, and also we play Arsenal in the first few weeks of the Premier League season. And Jurgen Klopp was asked, does he allow himself a moment to reflect on just how far Liverpool have come since he became a manager? No, I don't have to, and there's no time to anyway. It has been incredible so far, but I just go in the other direction. Let's hope there are some more good times to come. And that is actually a very exciting interview from Jurgen Klopp, but it really doesn't give away whether Jurgen Klopp still wants to sign one more player or not, so that's still up in the air. But reading the Liverpool fans' thoughts on social media, it's very clear that like probably 4 Liverpool fans out of 5 want Liverpool to bring back Coutinho, even though it would cost a lot of money. It would give Liverpool a bigger opportunity to win the Premier League title. And if Liverpool with Coutinho for just one season can win the Premier League title, it's definitely worth it spending £40 million just for this season. But let's hear what the Liverpool fans had to say, and I wanted to highlight some social media comments. This is what one Liverpool fan said: "Seeing Coutinho play for another Premier League club that isn't Liverpool would genuinely be hard to take." And another Liverpool fan said at LFC, please bring back Philippe Coutinho. Another said, "What's the harm in bringing Philippe Coutinho back? Stop being stubborn, Jurgen." Another one said, "If Coutinho wants to come to the Prem, it's got to be to us. He said no to Spurs and doesn't want Europa League. Chelsea can't sign him and Man City don't want him. So that leaves us, Liverpool. Last minute loan deal coming, hopefully." Another Liverpool fan said, "Really hope Liverpool bring Coutinho back to Anfield. He has the type of game changer we need, and I reckon he will put 100% effort in to win the fans over again." That's another little detail of this potential Coutinho deal. That if Coutinho wants to prove everybody wrong, he will play at 110% at Liverpool, and he will try to show the world that he's still a world-class player. He will also try to show the Liverpool fans that he still loves the club and he wants the Liverpool to do really well. I can understand why he forced through a transfer. It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to play for his boyhood dream club, Barcelona. So I don't really begrudge Coutinho the way he left, because he just had to find a way for Liverpool to let him leave. And if that was in this kind of way, then he said he thought it's all right, because at Barcelona he will be a success. But now he tries to come back to Liverpool with his tail between his legs, as they say, and I think now Liverpool has the upper hand. So maybe if Coutinho can put some of his own money towards the loan fee, or we can work out some kind of deal with Barcelona that they decrease the loan fee a little bit. I think this is a massive opportunity. If he stays at Barcelona, he will sit on the bench most of the time. He will have a very stop-start season. Sometimes he will come on for 20-30 minutes. In some cup games he will start, but with Griezmann, Dembele, Suarez, Messi all ahead of him in the Barcelona pecking order, I really can't see Coutinho having an outstanding season at Barcelona. And another very funny social media thing happened. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain liked a post that says that Tottenham rejected the loan move for Philippe Coutinho. It was a post on Instagram, and actually the post said Barcelona midfielder Philippe Coutinho has turned down a loan move to Tottenham, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain liked that post on Instagram. So that is actually hilarious and very funny. And this just when I was making this video, ESPN posted on their page that Philippe Coutinho will not return to the Premier League this month, despite Barcelona offering him to a number of English clubs on loan or on a permanent deal. And basically Barcelona have told ESPN that talks with Tottenham were progressing well until chairman Daniel Levy looked to change the terms of the agreement. He probably looked to lower the loan fee or the wages of Coutinho. Barcelona believed the loan move to Tottenham was possible, but when Levy tried to change the terms, the deal didn't happen. And Coutinho was also offered to other English clubs, but apparently, according to ESPN, there were no takers. Jurgen Klopp told ESPN that Liverpool could not afford to re-sign Coutinho in a permanent deal. Arsenal were never interested, despite reports in Spain, claiming the contrary. And Manchester United's interest never progressed into anything firm after Coutinho's agent basically confirmed that Coutinho won't play for Man United after being at Liverpool. And this is what Valverde said about Coutinho. Of course I am counting on him. We don't know what's going to happen, but he is with us at the moment. He didn't play today because, like Arthur and Vidal, they have only had 2 training sessions. The plan is the same, bring them in little by little We will see if on Saturday he can play some minutes. The idea is the same with him as everyone else. We count on him, of course. This breaks my heart, but at the moment it looks like Liverpool and no other Premier League club will sign Coutinho this summer. And it's a shame, because I think if Jurgen Klopp really wanted to sign him, Coutinho would be at Liverpool, because I think he wanted to return to Liverpool. Barcelona wanted him to go to the Premier League, even on loan. So I think it was down to Jurgen Klopp. And I can kind of understand, if a player does that to you as a manager, how Coutinho left Liverpool, would you really want him back? No, not really. Jurgen Klopp is a very strong character, and maybe they had a big fallout when that transfer happened, and Jurgen Klopp said this when Coutinho was trying to leave to Barcelona. Stay here and they will end up building a statue in your honor, but go somewhere else, to Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, and you will be just another player. Here at Liverpool you can be something more. And damn, he was right, because look at all the other players that stayed here when Coutinho left to Barcelona. They went down in history, winning the Champions League. They are now a team forever written in Liverpool history. So yeah, that's the complete package with the Coutinho transfer. Let me know what they think in the comments below, and thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. See you later. Goodbye.